kind of go over the simple ways of how to fixing an irrigation repair that may be out there in your yard. You can have different kinds of leaks, different locations. The concepts are all the same. You just kind of gotta see what particular application and situation you're running into. So this particular one is, we're just gonna look at a broken pipe. So we have a broken pipe here. This is gonna simulate a broken pipe and how we fix that. So if we had a broken line and we had a crack here, or there's a crack in the line, what we want to do is we want to be able to locate that location of that crack, and then we want to be able to cut that section out. Now there's a couple of different ways that you can repair that. You can use the old-fashioned way was brute force. So you would cut it out, and then you would try to stretch a pipe over here and stretch a pipe over here and get the coupling to come together and to make it work. And so that was a way that we used to do it back in the day to make that. And as if you cut this section out, this we'll replicate this section right here is where our busted pipe was, and you were to stick this on here, this coupling, and you put another coupling on the other side, well, now you only have that much space to work with, and it is very difficult in the ground to be able to make that repair in that small of a space. And so in today's world, we have this wonderful tool called a quick fix. So this particular quick fix is a 1-inch quick fix, and as you can see, it's a whole lot bigger than our hole. But this allows us the ability to have this telescoping end. And so what we are able to do is we are able to put this on the end and then pull it apart so that it will hold those heads in place, or hold that pipe in place. And so in this particular case, what we want to do is we want to take this off because we're not going to be able to use it in that location. And you can see this is our section that's broke. And what we want to do is we're actually going to stick this on here to get an idea. It's all dry fit. We're not putting anything in there. And then you can see that we're going to cut, the pipe hole is here to here, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the pipe approximately, I use these 3 little rings here, and so I say the top one. So we're going to cut our pipe here, and then on this end, you can see where our coupling runs all the way out. If you want a better indication of where, take the coupling off, put this here, you can see where it is here. And so we're able to cut that pipe right there. And so that will allow us the space to be able to put that on there. So if we were to make that application and that cut, this pipe would go in here, all right, and it would be slid in just like this. And now this pipe is over here, so we're able to push that pipe all the way out. And if we cut it right, then that pipe would wiggle its way on there, and that would be our simple repair. Okay, if we don't cut it correctly, then it could be too short, it could be too long, it could wind up like this. And so you want to make sure that the biggest mistake that I see with people is making sure that you cut that spacing accurately, because if you cut it, like I said, too long, then you're gonna have the same problem. If you cut it too short, you're gonna be in the same boat with too much pressure. The other thing that we see a lot of time is figure out what direction the water flow comes from, because these pipes do move, and so you don't want it to go like, if the water's coming this way, you don't want it to hit here because it's going to move this. You want to make sure that that you have it in the direction that the water is flowing. This mounted on first and slide and telescope out onto your other pipe, so that way it does that. So from there you can use that. You can also use primer. So you want to make sure that you prime all of your connections. So you would want to prime each of your, even though these are brand new, we would prime these and then we would glue them as well, so that way we get a good connection. When you glue, please make sure you glue all the way around 360 degrees around that pipe. If you don't glue but part of it, then only that one spot that you missed is going to be the one spot that it leaks. Once you do all of this process, then let it dry. Give it 30 minutes or 20 minutes before you turn the water back on, because once you turn the water back on, if it is loose, it's going to come loose again and create a problem for you. So simple, straightforward product. it's a quick fix to be able to make that application and to be able to use that.